All right, all right, all right. Party at the Moon Tower. Yes. Oh, I love that, man. That's fucking badass. Look at that. Wait for somebody to show up. Somebody, anybody. Look at all these buttons, man. They load us with... What was the original one? I forgot which one was the... I always forget which one's the original. Hey, Pumbaa the Pig, Riaz, what's up? A few of you guys, man. I got some extra time, man. I wanted to go live with some of you guys. I think I am. Clark, Daniel, Warrior, Carlton, King T, Chala 85, Red Team, go! You know it. Can you guys hear me good? Santevia, what's going on? Venus Soldier, what's up? Malik, Erica, what's up? Twice in one day, yeah. For those of you that don't know, man, I already uploaded earlier today the latest on Mickie James. And then once I uploaded, Mickie James ended up creating some more news. She actually spoke out, man. We'll talk about that in a second. Pete, what's up? Sabrina. You're good. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me a little bit at least, man. That's right, Pete. Another vid, man. Little live stream. It was too late to actually make something, upload it, edit it, and get it out to you guys. By that point, it would already be AEW and NXT. So, Aaron, been a little bit since I watched. Get cracking, man. There's a lot of good content on the channel, Aaron. At least you're there now, dude. That's all that matters. There, here. Pumbaa, 5 spot. That's a coffee, my friend. That's a latte. Thank you. Red Team, go! Pumbaa, thank you, my friend. That's what I want to hear, baby. Get the Ant-Man fired up. What time is it where I am, Jared? It is, oh, what time is it? Well, I got to watch. 5 o'clock, Jared. It takes me time sometimes, man. I'm still trying to load up on my next coffee, man. I'll get with it. Easy does it. $2.99. Coffee, my friend. Thank you. What was that? That last episode of Raw was god awful. Like, what the fuck? Easy does it. Did you see my review? Yeah, man. Luckily, I was just chilling with a coffee, just chatting, man. If I was in the car, oh, we'd be amplified, my friend. That was a shitty Raw, no doubt. I don't know if it was bad as last week's, but it was just nonsensical, my friend. Who was that? NJPW girl, New Japan Pro Wrestling girl. How are you, BC? How are you doing? I'm good. Why are you so... That's why. I am the man. Danny Green, coffee, thank you. Enjoy some coffee while watching AEW and NXT. I will, my friend, no doubt. This is the last one before the shows tonight, so... Salud. A latte, man. Thank you very much, Danny Green. Appreciate it, my friend. SOS, the Amplified Unit. Yow! You know it, SOS. You know we rockin'. Tiffany, coffee and a BC video. What more do you need, Tiffany? What more do you need? Jamie, ABC, nice to see you again. Nice to hear from you, Jamie. Mr. Anything for Salinas. Go Red Team. You know it, baby. We rockin'. JR9 Gaming. What's up with you, JR9? Hopefully you're good. Juliana, so excited to see Sasha Banks in The Mandalorian. I don't even know what the fuck The Mandalorian is. I think it's Star Wars, and then somebody told me it might be Back to the Future. So it's Back to the Future or it's Star Wars, one of the two. Sabrina, ABC, thanks for being literally the only person in the wrestling community I know I can trust to be fair and call it straight down the middle. Oh, there's no gimmicks with me, Sabrina. It's fair and consistent always, even to those that I'm a fan of. Sometimes I'm even more hard on them. I'll tell you that much. Ronald Frizzo, 200 spot. Is that legit? Ronald, did you mean to do that? Ronald, message was retracted. There's a 200 spot on the board. Ronald, that's a lot of fucking coffees if that's the case. Mad props to you, my friend. That is a message retracted. It would have been nice to see what was up with there, Ronald. 200 spot is up on the boards, though, man. That's coffee for the next fucking 2 weeks of videos. Ronald, dropping it like it's hot for now, anyway. If that was a mistake, I totally understand. If it wasn't, Ronald, you are MVP status at the highest degree. Ronald Frizzle, 200 spot, man. Holla, Red Team, go! Ronald, let me know if that was legit, man. That's fucking huge. I saw that pop up in red. Venus Soldier, have a coffee on me, BC. Raw was god awful. Venus Soldier, I appreciate it. Thank you, and I will do that. I'm popping these like water as of late, man. We red team going into fall and winter, I can tell you that much. Mandalorian is Star Wars. Okay, so it's not Back to the Future. I knew somebody said that. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, that can't be. There's no fucking way. Star Wars. That makes sense, actually. Venus Soldier, thank you. Rockstar, man. Easy Does It, another coffee, $4.99 spot. I hate the fact that WWE has so much talent, yet they underutilize damn near every single one. So sad. We could be getting amazing storylines. That's it, Easy Does It. And because of that, that's where you form companies like AEW, and that's why people flock to it, because you have a company that has been doing so fucking tragic for so long. Absolutely. Pedro, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Pedro. Hey, BC, do you feel like AEW doesn't utilize their rankings as much as they should when it comes to getting a #1 contender for a pay-per-view? Maybe. They have to make it more significant on TV, though. You can't just pop up online every now and again with a rating system. It's not going to work. You have to hammer it home on television. So I guess the short answer, Pedro, is yes. But you have to make it sound so important on TV. And I know they do mention it from time to time, but you have to drive home its importance. Otherwise, we're just seeing the rankings in dirt sheets and on their website, and it's like, all right, he's rated #3. Ooh. You know what I mean? And some of these rankings, I gotta be honest, they're a little off kilter, man. So yeah, short answer, Pedro, is absolutely. Christina Banks, red team, go! JP5150, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, JP. The Bay and spirit animal Sasha Banks coming back to SmackDown is a freaking awful idea. Vince, as always, ruins everything. I 1,000% agree with you. And, no, Ronald, BC, I did not mean to send that. Yeah, I don't know how you reclaim shit, Ronald. I really don't, my friend. That's with the tube. Yep, you're talking to the wrong technology guy there, man. I'll tell you that much. Maybe there's a way to, I don't know, Ronald. I don't know how all that works. Sasha Banks, yeah, you see Sasha Banks, guys. That was fucking nuts, man. Sasha, they announced that she's going to be coming back already. And I'm like, didn't you just get your ass whooped 2 weeks ago? How are you already? This wasn't just an ass whooping. This was literally... this is one of those scenarios, guys, where they took her out of action. This is when you write somebody out of TV. This is writing somebody off TV for a long time. But Vince knew. Vince saw the numbers that her and Bayley pulled, the 2.32, highest number since before WrestleMania, and he said, oh, we gotta have Sasha back. And they probably told him, dude, we wrote her off TV to sell the storyline, Vince. No, we need her now. And now Sasha's brought back, and everybody loses in this. The Sasha Bayley storyline loses. The fans lose because this could have been epic. Sasha and Bayley as characters lose from this, and the company loses. I cannot think of one person that wins from this, guys. Not one. Straight out. Everybody loses from Sasha coming back like that. She should have been out till, if it was me, I'd keep Sasha out till Royal Rumble. I would have Sasha surprise entrance, Sasha Banks wins the Rumble, and then Sasha goes on to beat Bayley at WrestleMania. That's right, I didn't stutter. I would have Bayley hold that championship straight into WrestleMania. Sasha takes that shit, and you culminate that way. Because the thing has been going on for years as it is. It just got sent into high gear. Son of a bitch, put it into high gear. Title change at WrestleMania. It's not rocket science, guys. Hell in a Cell would have been the very... That's bottom tier shit. Yes, Bayley and Sasha, the feud would be so legit that you could put them in Hell in a Cell, but it's too soon. It's next month. They just kicked it into high gear. Bayley just turned on Sasha. You could tell so much story. There's no need to bring Sasha back yet. There's no need to put them in Hell in a Cell. You literally You just keep them away until 2021 when you actually have an audience. It's not that fucking hard. Unfucking real. Pedro, 20 spot. Pedro, get up and get amplified. Thank you, Pedro. Several fucking coffees there, man. That's like a whole 6-pack of the fraps that I get from the market. 20 spot, Pedro. I feel like AEW doesn't always have a clear way to move into a storyline for the title when you're ranked number 1. Kind of like Sheeta early on. She was number 1 for 8 weeks or so, but it never transitioned into a title shot. Right? Well, it's lack of storytelling, right? Pro wrestling is built on storytelling. You could play with rankings all you want, and that helps the believability factor, right? Number 1 is taking on the champion. Or if the champion is number 1, whatever. Number 2, however you want to do the rankings, that's great. It brings a real fight feel to the situation and the matchup. However, on the flip side, you're taking away with what pro wrestling was based on, storytelling, right? So you need time. You need to take that number 1 contender, number 2 contender, whoever's going for the title, and you need to develop a story, right? It has to be more than just he's number 2 or just he's number 1. Very accurate there, my friend. Pedro. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not... Guys, if I jump up real quick, I'm fighting a bee, all right? We're back in bee country here. We are in bee country. I'll tell you that much. Hold on. I got Pedro. Thank you, Pedro. 20 bomb. You fucking rock. Undisputed Era. 2 spot. College been kicking my butt lately. Yeah, I noticed I haven't seen you Undisputed, man. Hey, college comes before BC, man. You get yourself an education. You get that money, kid. You whoop that ass. That's all that matters. Undisputed. Thanks for contributing, man, and showing support. SoundCloud. There he is. 10 spot on SoundCloud. You rock, my friend. Not a party without... TJG, the Don, Hey BC, and AMP unit losing interest in WWE storytelling. Got a huge confused look at the end of the show. You mean as confused as Mickie James, SoundCloud? Yeah, pretty much. Just a little live stream here, guys. Nothing big, maybe a half an hour or so. Because I know AEW and NXT is coming up, and I got to wrap up a few things myself before I get another fucking coffee. Yeah, you guys hear about Mickie, man. The newest update is that Mickie James was on the Bump. It's a WWE streaming show, or on their, I don't know, online or some shit. It's called The Bump. Mickie James was on there with Trish. Mickie said straight out, guys, I told you, I made a video earlier, and I told you guys, there's no injury. Mickie was confused as fuck because there was a botch, or Vince literally told the referee to end the shit. So Mickie James was interviewed about it. She finally responded. Mickie James says, I'm just as confused as everybody else. She said, I thought I was pinning her, and I saw that the ref wasn't making the count. Before I know it, the bell was rang. And she said she still doesn't know what happened. So, and she said the words, man. She said, I may have been screwed. She knows, man. I mean, she said it kind of half-heartedly because she doesn't want to get herself in trouble, you know? So she went to say, I was screwed, but she was getting cut off by Kayla Braxton and Trish and everybody. So then she started making it into like a little joke, like, I don't want to say I was screwed, but I may have been screwed. That's exactly what she said, word for word, at the end of that segment. So she said, I may have been screwed because I don't know what happened. I was pinning her, and the next thing I know, the ref is ringing the bell. And it breaks my heart. That was Mickie James, guys. So, I was right. I'm not surprised. I'm B motherfucking C. That's just what I do. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking surprised at all that Mickie James got screwed either with what her husband Nick Aldis said. And talking about Raw ratings being in the trash, basically in the tank, because they are. And talking about how, you know, just talking shit about Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon's product. And then Mickie James comes back a couple weeks later, and I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't going to be good, because Vince McMahon will hold on to petty shit like that. Vince McMahon is petty as fuck. He just is. So if you're Lana and Rusev just showed up to AEW, you're getting squashed literally by Nia Jax. What happened this week? She got squashed by Nia Jax. A little bit of punishment. If you're Mickie James and your husband says what he said, guess what's going to happen if you're Mickie James? The ref is going to call you unable to compete in a title match and make you look like an idiot. It's petty. Renee Young, you know, if you contract this wabaka that's going around the globe, but your husband's in AEW as the champion, well, they're going to seem like they're shading you. And that's how Renee Young felt. When she got this thing, Renee felt like, dude, that's not cool. You guys aren't even bothering with me. They're petty as fuck. I can give you one situation after another. And that's just how the company is, guys. So I'm not surprised at all this happened to Mickie James. I told you guys from the get-go this was a screw job. I stuck with that no matter what story came out about injuries. And now Mickie James was interviewed today, and she backed up my words fully. Even saying the words, I may have been screwed. You're damn right. Anybody could have saw that. Maximus Sage. 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Maximus. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. Yes. I can't wait to go to Lambeau Field, man, when they can take people back. We're coming for number 5 if we dominate like he did Sunday. I tell you, man, what a showing Rogers put on, though, man. You got to give Rogers that shit. I mean, this guy scored 40-something points, or at least 4 touchdowns were his passing. You know, the Vikings stepped the fuck up. But yeah, man, Sunday should be fun. I'll tell you that much. Maximus Sage, all the best, my friend. Thank you. Pumbaa, the Pig 10 spot. Hope you enjoy NXT BC. Thank you, Pumbaa. I appreciate it. Was that a B? What the fuck was that? I'm ready, man. I'm in B country, and they coming strong. Although if I get stung, I might pass the fuck out. But stay on the stream. I'll come back. He has come back to life. Remember that night at the museum? Anyway, Pumbaa the Pig, man. 10 spot, 2 coffees. You rock, man. That'll be the 2 coffees to get me into and through NXT. What's that? Koichi Saito, 5 spot. Thank you. Hopefully I pronounced that right, man. Koichi Saito. Just finished cooking breakfast in the 808 and we get BC Amplified live. Good damn way to start the day. Thank you, my friend. Koichi, you fucking rock, my friend. And thank you for the coffee. And I'm just glad early morning, late at night, you guys are able to find the stream and watch. I appreciate the coffee, my friend. 8:08, man. Yes. Is it early morning? Yeah, huh? Damn. Keep forgetting all these time frames, man. Oh, man. Who else? William F. 10 spot. At this rate, USA may dump Raw next year. Thank you, William, for the couple of coffees, my friend. Means a lot. And you ain't kidding, bro. I'm not joking when I say, what do you think is lower than a 1.6? Because didn't they just get a 1.64 or something? 1.64, something like that. I don't know. But it's a 1.6. What do you think keeps happening if you take several more months like this? Eventually, you're going to hit 1.112, and you're fucking with under 1.0. It's happening. People always laughed when I said that. No, guys, it's fucking... Realize that, man. That is exactly what is happening. It's not bullshit. USA, if you are... You're gone. What are you going to do, Vince? You're going to go on the WWE Network? At this point, AEW should just go to Monday nights and totally squash them like a bug. And I'm not saying I want that. WWE, I grew up with them. They got me through a lot of tough times and good times. I want to see them succeed, but if you're going to fuck around with your audience and not listen and keep being stupid, you're going to get... Hey, Alex, Aaron, what's up, everybody? I can't read everything. It's going kind of fast on my end, guys, so I can't read everybody's. But hopefully... Just know, guys, if I didn't get your name or anything, much love to all of you. I just can't... Everything's going fast. There was a lot of supers that I had to get to. B motherfucking C, Nahu 13, you know it, baby. Undisputed, a couple more. Undisputed, you fucking rock, baby. You deserve it. The call out. You deserve the shout out, my friend. Undisputed rocks, 10 spot. When I become a wrestler, I want to go undefeated for 1 to 2 years as a dominant heel. I want to focus my matches on storytelling, and then when I lose, I'll leave and come back stronger when no one expects it. Yeah, it sounds like you got a good mind for the business. As long as your boss meets you halfway, you can do that. If not, you're going to have to tell your boss to fuck off. I'm going somewhere where I can utilize my skill set the best way possible, and I can be a wrestler that I want to be. That's what Dean Ambrose did when he became Mox. He had life handed to him on a silver platter when he was with WWE. Anything he wanted, Vince, for the most part, would have gave him. Except for one thing. Creative freedom. Mox needs that. Somebody like Mox needs that freedom, guys. So hopefully you get that, Undisputed. Thank you again, my friend. Anise, what's up? $4.99 spot. Yo, BC, I missed the last 3. I wasn't about to miss this one. OG. Anise, I noticed that too, my friend. I'm just glad you caught this one. This is an impromptu, maybe a half an hour-ish. before AEW and NXT. So I'm glad you caught this, Anise. I come on all sorts of times. So maybe 10 a.m., 11 a.m., maybe noon is not good for you, Anise. So that's probably why. But I do a lot of live streams around that time. So, but I'm flirting with doing a little more later. So either way, Anise, I'm glad you caught this one, my friend, big time. And thank you for the coffee. Oh no, man. This one's getting a little colder. During the day, man, I start getting the talls more. So don't worry, I'm not getting like amplified size on my 7th and 8th one, guys. I get tall, so it all adds up. Don't worry. Pedro, 5 spot, man. Thank you, Pedro's rock starring out. If the day ever came that I could go on SmackDown and NXT, would you take a job on my creative team? I would think about it. It would depend on who your boss is. I mean, if you said you own SmackDown, which I think you did, yep. Then yeah, probably, man. You know, it depends on where I'm at. You know, creativity, it takes a lot out of you. You know, being creative is not easy when you have to do it every single week, let alone 2-3 shows a week sometimes, if you're counting pay-per-views, and some of these guys have to do Raw and SmackDown. So I never said it's easy, but you have to have a boss that allows you to have that creative freedom. Otherwise, a creative writer is rendered useless. But yeah, Pedro, you kick ass. You're going to get a lot of creative minds like BC. Jeremy, love your videos. Thank you, Jeremy. It means a lot. BC vid out of nowhere. Phoenix Robinson Wesley. You know it, my friend. Jeremy, I've been subscribed to you for a long time. You're the best YouTuber. Thank you for subscribing. There's people that watch and they just don't subscribe for whatever reason. That's fine, man. As long as they watch, I guess, and smash the like button and show the love. But there is people that just don't, you know, they don't sub, or sometimes they watch every video and they don't even bother to smash the like button, or I don't know. There's people that don't support, yet they watch every video. It's odd, you know, like what? Maybe they're trying to think they're not a fan, but they're watching every video. I don't know, man. Every YouTuber, if I do watch, the first thing I do, even if I disagree with them, I always smash the like button first because they're taking their time to entertain me. And even if I disagree with the vid, I always just smash the like button, and I don't even bother in the comments disagreeing, you know what I mean? I just don't personally. Because it's like, what the fuck is that gonna... what the fuck am I gonna do? What are we doing? Arguing on YouTube? The content creator took the time to you know, to create content, you know? And I think that's... So that's the first thing I always do. So I thank you guys that truly, honestly, you sub, you smash it, you do all the little things that are actually big, and I should be promoting more, but I don't. Because to me, that just sounds like pandering, and I'm all set with that. Franklin, what up, bro? I finally made it. Franklin, what's up, my friend? Yeah, it's not a long stream today, guys. Just probably a little half an hour, but because I already put up a video earlier. If you guys didn't see it, I go in depth on the Mickie James situation and my true feelings on Sasha Banks. So because this is a shorter stream, guys, hopefully I got all the supers. If I didn't, I apologize, guys. The comment section's going really fast, and I don't have it on slow mode. Thank you, everybody that has already contributed a coffee or many coffees. You guys are awesome. You're in the Super Chat Hall of Fame for sure. KC Canada, Amplified one, the most electrifying one. Yes, thank you, KC. Glad you caught the stream. You hear about Chris Jericho, guys. Jericho actually compared in a recent interview Roman Reigns to The Rock. Now, I agree half of his statement because he said Roman is the guy that the dudes want to have a beer with and the girls want to be with. So I can see that absolutely. If you're comparing Rock status there, along the lines, he's still not in The Rock's status or even stratosphere, but I could see what he's saying. The girls want to be with him, the dudes would like to have a beer with him. I could absolutely see that. But what I don't get is when he takes it a step further and he actually says that he's, as a heel now, another thing before I even get to what I don't agree with, right? I was just talking about how I don't leave disagreements in YouTube videos, but I do talk about them. What I also agree with him on is the fact that he said as a heel, he's going to be so much better than as a babyface, and it's going to make him a babyface. So there's several things I agree with Jericho on. The thing I don't agree with him on is he says he could be right up there, comparable with The Rock, when he reaches his peak. There's no fucking way, guys. Jericho is giving him way too much credit, and trust me, I'm not a full-fledged Roman guy now, But I did say Roman gained a lot of respect from me when I heard that he went to Vince and wanted to turn heel. That's when I gained a lot more respect for Roman. And if I find out that's true and this heel turn kicks up a few notches in the coming weeks, I might become a Roman fan. But, so I'm not quite a Roman fan, but on the flip side, it's not shade either. This dude can never be The Rock. There's only one. Not even Stone Cold can be The Rock. And Stone Cold was a separate type, a different kind of success. The Rock is in a different category because we've never seen anything like him. And for Chris Jericho just to say, oh, Roman can be comparable to The Rock. And he didn't just say just because he's the guy that the guys want to have a beer with and the girls want to be with. Not just because as a heel he's going to be more successful than when he was as a babyface, because all that I agree with. But to say that he could be right up there and as popular and as skillful as The Rock was at The Rock's peak. Nah, brah. You know, you think I just am going to let that slide? Absolutely not, dude. I see from the beginning Roman's peak, and he can go much higher. He's got to kick this heel turn into much bigger effect, and then he's going to be that ultimate babyface down the road for Vince, if they do the heel turn correctly. But there is no way Chris Jericho is right on this. And I know he's been in the business for so long, he knows a lot more on the ins and outs, BC. But you're not going to convince the Amplified, man, that this dude, Roman, is going to be as successful as The Rock. We have never in our lifetimes seen somebody like The Rock. You can't just pick somebody, anybody, like The Rock, who we know, who we know. Roman can't even hit full throttle promos. That's why he's with Paul Heyman. That's not shade, dog. That's the truth. Roman can't cut solid promos. The Rock, part of that mystique and allure to his success is how fucking amazing he is at promos. How he can electrify you with just his words. And Jericho has the balls, the audacity, the kahunas, the how you doings to say, Roman can be just as successful as The Rock. He compares him to The Rock. Come on, bro. Furthermore, I want Jericho to just stop talking about WWE as a whole. Just stop. It seems like Jericho, Tony Khan, they're talking about WWE left and right. Nonsense. Stop that shit. You're not gaining any traction, man. And on top of that, don't say silly, stupid shit like Roman Reigns can be just as successful or is just as comparable to The Rock. That is downplaying and downgrading the poor fucking Rock Dwayne Johnson. Just is. $161, guys. Get those likes over 100, please. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Hold on. I want to see what you guys think in a second, but I got some supers that came in, I think, guys. Hold on. Sorry for that little... No, not sorry. What am I saying? This is a BC Amplified vid. We doing shit. 5-spot Undisputed. I made a fan page. It's BC Amplified Unit on Instagram. I haven't been very active, but I'm going to get back to it. Thanks for the motivation, BC. I appreciate it, Undisputed Era. Absolutely, and thank you for the next coffee. Yeah, I don't do the social thing anymore, man. It's just too fucking wild, too nuts, too zany, and there's just no point to it. So, Undisputed, I don't blame you for not being active. Even if it's a fan page for yours truly, I don't blame you. I feel you lose brain cells when you go on social media. But thank you, Undisputed. You fucking rock, man. I think there was another one. Hold on, guys. Pedro, 5-spot, another coffee. Pedro, rockstar status, but you already knew that. As much as I like Roman's heel turn, I feel like without a cast of great baby faces to feud with, I'm worried it will run out of steam in a few months. You could say it hasn't even began, right? Jey Uso is the first challenger. But Jey Uso is a crazy choice unless you pick this heel turn up full throttle from the beginning. I wanted to see him whoop his cousin's ass this past Friday. And the story for the next 2 weeks is his cousin not knowing why he did that to him. Why turn his back on his family? But no. And a lot of people are agreeing with this build. Oh, I don't want him to turn on his cousin yet. It should be at the pay-per-view. What the fuck? You're going to tell the story at the actual pay-per-view? So the story going into it is just Roman Reigns looking side-eye at Jey Uso. Oh, I'm a little more heelish now. And then at the pay-per-view, he turns on his... Come on, bro. That does nothing for Roman Reigns. Roman should have turned on him this Friday. Up the ante for their match, because nobody gives a shit about Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. I don't care if they're cousins, brothers, mother and father taking on one another. Whoop his ass Friday. Tell the fucking story. Let it be known beyond a shadow of a doubt that Roman is a heel. But it looks like for the next several weeks, we're gonna get tweener Roman until maybe at the pay-per-view he turns on Jey Uso. And of course there's people on board with it. I like this idea. Turn on him at next Clash of Champions, basically. Not at the actual, not last week. No, it's too early. The fuck you talking about too early? We've been waiting years for Roman's heel turn. You turn the amp shit up now. Turn the heat up. Come on, brah. I don't want to wait till fucking Clash of Champions just to see what we could have gotten last week. And you're going to tell me that's going to be much more anticipated, much more intriguing to you because we waited 2 more weeks? Okay. I'll wait and we'll see how intriguing it is. I tell ya. Gotta make sure I get all my VIP supers, guys. I know I said this is only gonna be a half an hour, but now I'm getting fucking amped up, so if I missed any supers, guys, I truly apologize. The thing's going fast. I don't have it on slow, Blueprint Nation, what's up? I see Blueprint Nation up in here. Get up and get amplified! Alex Hood, I said, yo, Anise is still up in here. Nope, Carlos, I haven't seen Carlos, man. I always get him in the morning at least, 10, 11, 12. Jennifer Pierce, no Jennifer Pierce. I got Vicky, where's Vicky? What about Caitlin? Caitlin up in here? All right, so I don't see some of my tried and trues, but some of them, SOS is still rocking. All right, yeah, it's going way too fast, man, so I can't see everybody, guys. BC, you looking forward to AEW, AJ? Absolutely, man. I watch NXT and AEW, guys. That's why I do double reviews for you guys. So I'm looking forward to both. I truly want to be entertained. Whenever I'm negative, guys, on shows, even Raw and SmackDown, it's not that I want to be. I have to be. I tune in to be entertained. And if I'm not, you're going to hear about it. I pull no punches and I pull no apologies for that. Donnell, Red Team, go! Franklin, I'm with you, man. I'll be watching both. Eric Matthews, BC, you're the best. No, you guys are the best. I just try to keep up. Sabrina Carpenter, what's up? Let me make sure I got all my supers, man. Puma the Pig, another 5 spot, man. You rock, Puma the Pig. Right up there with Pedro, rockstar status. Undisputed. So everybody that was VIPs on this, guys. Puma the Pig, Easy Does It, Danny Green, Venus Soldier. I say Pedro, JP5150. I said Undisputed, right? SoundCloud, my man, Maximus Sage, Koichi, William F. I said Anise, I believe, correct? Yeah, all you guys, VIP supers, man, thank you for getting the Ant-Man a coffee during these reviews. There's never enough, baby, you know that. What else? I talked about Jericho, man. I love Jericho. I agree with him as far as Roman is going to be a better heel than a face, and if done correctly, he will be a bigger baby face than the first time around. I also agree that he is a dude the dudes want to have a beer with and the girls would like to be with. I agree with all that. I do not agree with Jericho saying that he is comparable to The Rock. He's not. He's just not. There is one Rock and only one Rock. Over under on this stream is 45 minutes. Go BC, Monte. I know, right? I always say a half an hour, man, and then I get gabbing. So that's my thoughts on the Jericho situation, man. Because somebody did ask me that, and I was just like, he did not say it. And I looked up, and man, I looked at the interview, and I was like, I agree. No! What? Don't put Roman in the same category as The Rock. Just don't do it. That's not shade. That is the truth. There's no promo class. Not even Paul Heyman can help Roman get that much better at promos, guys. It's not going to happen. You have to have that it factor, even for diehard Roman fans. And again, I want to be a Roman fan. So I'm hoping that this heel turn gets kicked up 19 notches and I can become one. But even as a Roman fan down the line, if I ever become one, I have to be honest with everybody, including myself. Roman Reigns will never be a Dynamite promo talker, man. He's just not going to be. You have to have that certain type of it factor. Roman doesn't have it. You can have as many beers with him as you want if you're a dude. If you're a chick, you can fuck him as many times as you want. It ain't gonna make him talk any better. It's just the truth. So, I agree with Jericho to a point, and only to a point, man. We also talked about Sasha Banks, guys. And, or did we talk about Sasha? It's just way too fucking soon. Way too fucking soon. How do you sell that injury beautifully? She didn't even go on social media. And then Vince sees the number and says, "Nope, we need you back, Sasha." And Sasha's like, "What? But I'm selling this shit." Maybe he's trying to get a rub from this Mandalorian talk, right? Because the trailer was all over the place and people were talking about Sasha, and Vince wants everyone to know that Sasha's in WWE. See, she's on our show. Either way you look at it, we shouldn't have seen Sasha till the Royal Rumble. She wins it, she gets the title at WrestleMania from Bayley. Instead, Vince fucks up his own doings, man. He sabotages his own product time and time again. And the Mickie James talk, if you guys are just tuning in, Mickie James as well, we talked about her. She has finally responded, and she said she's just as shocked as everybody else. She doesn't know what happened. She thought she was pinning Asuka, and that was the first thing I thought too. When I saw it, I'm like, why isn't the referee counting? Pin! So Mickie thought she was pinning Asuka, and when she turned around, she noticed that the ref was calling for the bell because she couldn't compete. Not even a tap out. And she was like, what? And at the very end of that bump interview, she said, maybe I was screwed. She said it with a little smirk, but you know, she's wondering what happened. She was honest. She didn't hide behind any Vince McMahon punishment. I don't think she gives a shit. She was honest when she said, I don't know what happened, I'm shocked, and I thought I was pinning her. Maybe I got screwed. That was her words. There's no maybe, Mickie. You got screwed. Unfucking real. Pedro, another 10 spot, another couple coffees. Pedro, in my opinion, if you have a babyface champion, there should be 4 protected babyfaces under him for when he drops the title, when the new heel champion has 4 challengers who can credibly challenge. Pedro, on that note, I don't know if it was always 4, but back in the 80s, that's what you got. You always had people in line that you believed could be going for the title and even should be. Even the 90s. Absolutely the 90s, actually. But you always had the mid-card being built. So you had those baby faces. I mean, if Hogan wasn't the champion, then you had, or you needed someone next in line, you had the Ultimate Warrior ready to go, or Savage, or the Big Boss Man. You know, you had these people. And going on to the next generation, you had Razor Ramon right there ready for when Diesel dropped it, or Shawn Michaels, or you always had people lined up for the next baby faces. So I'm always giving you long-winded answers, Pedro, but long story short answer, I should say, is correct. But that's smart booking, Pedro. We're talking about Vince here, bruh. You know? Pedro 5 spot, another 5. Pedro's buying me coffee for the week. Pedro's rock star status. If you did that, you easily have 8 months to a year's worth of TV for your new champion, and the reverse would apply when you have a TL champion. But again, Pedro, you're using common sense. Vince is the guy who we know factually goes into an arena hours before the program's about to go live on the air and he rips up scripts. This is factual. This isn't just talk that we hear. So you got to be careful, Pedro, when you talk common sense, because Vince will derail that with the quickness. Pumbaa, 5 spot, another coffee. Pumbaa's another rock star buying me coffee for the week. Pedro, Pumbaa, thank you. I thought Mickie was pinning her too. It confused me as much as you. Everybody. But think about this, Pumbaa the Pig. When the girl in the match, the woman in the match, Mickie, says, I thought I was pinning her, and that's why the bell rang. When the woman in the match is confused, that's when you know the company as a whole, is in far worse shape than we ever imagined. You know, we can laugh at it, we can get amplified with it, but when you see something like that happen, that's when you know something's off, man. And it starts at the top with the old man in Stanford. I'm not just trying to throw shade at Vince every fucking video. He deserves it. Pedro, 5 spot coffee, you fucking rock, man. That's how I would run it anyway. 100%, Pedro. Get in there, Pedro. What are you doing? Pedro, get into creative, my friend. Somehow, some way, find your way into WWE Creative, and you gotta fix things from within, dude. Absolutely. I'll be rooting for you. I'll have a coffee in hand, and I'll be rooting for Pedro. Anise, $4.99 coffee, thank you. Anise, another fucking coffee bomb. Do you think the new Daniel Bryan gimmick was played out perfectly? We should have seen more from him. He was literally the full package. Daniel Bryan Anise is the full package. Daniel Bryan Anise is one of those people that can literally play off 4, 5, 6 different characters within his whole career, and most are gonna be badass. Just like Bray Wyatt, right? He can be Mr. Rogers Bray. He could be the woodsy Bray Wyatt from the Wyatt family. He could be the Fiend. I wouldn't doubt if Husky Harris got over at some point. You know, when you have that it factor, you can get several different type of characters over. But yeah, this recent Daniel Bryan Anise, I absolutely loved. The Wabaka set him home though. So he chose to stay home. Obviously, he had a new kid coming in, and you kind of derail any momentum that you have. But Daniel Bryan is so fucking good, he'll be back, and he'll be badass, and we'll see more out of, hopefully, that type of a character anyway. Long answer short though, Anise, yes. I love taking an answer and making it fucking 5 minutes long. I agree, SOS. Down the drain all the way. Not 2009 in my opinion, no fucking question. Daniel Bryan is an awesome wrestler, Casey, no fucking question, man. What else, guys? Did you hear that NXT? Triple H announced that the next takeover is going to be in just a few weeks. It's going to be on October 4th. It's a Sunday. It's NXT TakeOver. They're not saying where it is yet, but we think it's going to be right there in Orlando at the Performance Center, most likely. And that's odd. Yeah, well, not odd. They want to make it a special event, almost like a WWE pay-per-view. So it's going to be on Sunday night, and that's going to be NXT's next TakeOver. I feel it's rushed. How do you guys feel? You remember what made NXT TakeOver special, guys? One every 3 or 4 months. You remember what made WWE pay-per-view special back in the day, guys? One pay-per-view every 3 or 4 months. Back in the day, and I'm talking about for you younger fans out there, before King of the Ring even. I'm talking before King of the Ring, guys. It used to be... Hold on. I was feeling I need another sip. It used to be Royal Rumble in January. WrestleMania would be March or early April. Then you would have SummerSlam around August 25th. It was around my birthday, August 15, 20, 25th, around that time. And then Survivor Series in November. It was only 4 pay-per-views. King of the Ring wasn't even around then. And you know what happened? Everything was special. You had to watch the pay-per-views because they built up for 3 to 4 months. And every single match, even the mid-card, even the opening contests, they were must-see. What happened is they added King of the Ring, which I didn't mind, but then they added In Your House, then they added 2 In Your Houses a year, then 3, and then before you know it, every month they had a pay-per-view. Some months had 2 pay-per-views. You talk about rushing shit. You talk about getting matches like Jey Uso versus Roman. And then you wonder why I said Roman needs to turn on him immediately, so I have more of a story than just cousin versus cousin. I miss when pay-per-views were few and far in between. Now we get a pay-per-view every 3 weeks. So NXT is now following Vince's model. And this is going to bring NXT far worse than where it was in the past. I used to love NXT. NXT today is nothing like what it used to be. And now we're going to get a new takeover event every month? Nah, boy, I'm fucking done with that. I almost said nah, fam. I don't want to be like Doughboy. Nah, boy. How do you guys feel about a pay-per-view every fucking month from NXT now? Any of you guys? Mr. Blocky22, WWE started the one pay-per-view a month. Yep, you are absolutely right, Mr. Block Ice 22. That is a true story, and then Vince started doing it. Warrior Nation, it's definitely rushed. Not enough time to build any interesting feuds. And then they wonder why we don't give a shit, man. You have a pay-per-view every 3 weeks. Knock that shit off. They're trying to suck up any money they can. If you just stop and you make your product better, you're gonna get the same revenue because you're gonna flock more people to your yard. And I promise you, in time, the investment will be worth it. The money that you'll lose up front from not having a pay-per-view every month, you're gonna get it because you're gonna be bringing people back to your product, because you're gonna be giving back to your product. You're going to be giving the time and the energy, the resources to every match and feud and storyline. Man, it's not rocket science. Instead, he went the easy route, and he's going to try to suck every penny out of every fucking buddy for every pay-per-view, every 3 weeks. It's not even every month anymore. It feels like it's every 3 weeks. See what you guys are... Man, the chat's moving fast, guys. I can't get to everybody, but KC, Canada, NXT was cool. Not anymore. It's not what it was, I'll tell you that, man. Man, I got some fucking Bs. You're gonna see BC versus the fucking... the B unit. The B unit in a fucking little bit. Adam Cole will be all elite. Oh, it's fucking... He's got my girl Britt Baker over there. I think I gotta... Hold on, guys. I got a super. Sorry if I'm missing supers, guys. Sorry if I missed any supers, guys. It's going fast. Pedro, another 5-spot, man. Rockstar, dude. Pedro, MVP status. That's why it's my goal to one day buy only SmackDown NXT, all the talents that are there now, and I get Mustafa Ali and Murphy among others. And build them. You know, if you want guys like Ali and Murphy to be something, you build them as such. And that's where the creative process comes in. It seems like Vince liked Ali and people like Ali and Murphy. He likes them for like a week or two. You're like, not even flavor of the month, flavor of like the week. And then he fucks with them. It's like he yin and yangs them, right? So you think Ali's getting a push, you think Ricochet's getting a push, you think Murphy's getting a push, and then he just fucking takes them right back to the beginning and not even on the show. Ali is still wrestling. People don't even realize. Ali's on the show called Main Event, I think it's called. Ricochet is an obscurity, obviously, even on the show. And Murphy is finally getting something. I like where they're starting to go with him and Rollins. And yeah, but to get there, Pedro, you're gonna have to use a lot of creativity, man, and stick with it. Because the way Vince does it is he gives you a week or two, and then he sends you right back. Another 5-spot, Pedro. You fucking rock, man. I'd also bring the gold back. Titles don't look prestigious anymore. 1,000,000% agree with that, dude. Don't even get me started. This will be another fucking 20 minutes. The titles you see the tag titles? They look like crushed nickels and crushed pennies for SmackDown and Raw. It looks like they crushed coins. How is that a championship? I missed the Winged Eagle belt. Do you guys remember the old WWF Heavyweight Championship? That's what I fucking miss. Ashley Steggles, $4.99. Thank you, my friend. Justice for Mickie, but knowing Vince, Natty will get the shot at Asuka, or somehow Lana will get it. Yeah, it looks like they called a last-minute audible, and it's going to be Zelina Vega, Ashley. And thank you again for the coffee. It looks like they're going to go Zelina Vega, but I would not put it past Vince to put some blondes in there, and you're going to get Lana and even Natty, and this will be a fatal 4-way at Clash of Champions. I wouldn't put it past Vince, Ashley. Thank you. Koichi Saito, another 5-spot. Hopefully breakfast was good, Koichi. I swear if WWE had contingencies, we wouldn't have a non-existent tag division and lackluster feuds for its top stars. Too much wasted potential. And then you wonder why people go on their social media or wherever they go to and they express how displeased they are, how angry they are at working at that company. And then you wonder why Vince went and said, oh, no more third-party shit. You know, when you got people like Rusev and Luke Harper or Brody Lee and so many others going online and saying, listen, I may be under contract, but I'm not happy. Because guys like Brody Lee and Rusev or Miro, they deserve so much better because they're great talent. I know I'm going on a side rant there, but man, I can't agree more, Koichi. And as far as the tag team division, Koichi side, so I don't even know where the fuck you begin. Vince has ran that into the ground so fucking much. Where do you even begin to rectify? I'll tell you where I'd start. Formidable tag teams. No more throwing singles competitors together because you have nothing for them, like Cesaro and Nakamura. No. No more singles competitors being thrusted together. An actual tag team needs to hit the rings. And you know what's even sadder about that? Is that you had formidable tag teams that Triple H created down in NXT, or even before NXT, really, when you're thinking of War Machine. But Triple H added a lot of volume to that tag team. Even when they were War Raiders, they get to the main roster. the team is sitting in Vince's lap. You have the War Raiders there, and they became the Viking Raider Expedition, Adventure, Time Machine, Packers, Lions, whatever the fuck they are. They're playing video games, they're playing football, bowling, Battleship, Red Rover, send one of the Street Profits over. You just sunk my ship! Screw you! Monopoly! Yahtzee! They're driving around in a soccer mom van, eating chicken bones. And I'm looking at them and I'm going, you have a badass tag team sitting in your lap when you have a non-existent tag division and you're not going to utilize them at all? And it's not just them, man. You got Garza and Andrade there, and what the fuck did they do? Same exact thing. Same exact thing. They string them along, even though that's basically singles competitors as well. But I believe that they could be something big as a tag team. But no, you yin and you yang them with the Street Profits for 2.5 months. They get fucking teams. They just ruin the shit. FTR, how do you fuck up FTR? May I just ask that question? How do you fuck them up? In just 4 weeks, they had me not even caring about FTR. Not even caring about them. Chauncey, $9.99. Why the hell are you doing a live stream while I'm watching your old video? Also, do the refs not know what DQ, tap outs, or pins are anymore? We love Sasha. You know it, Chauncey. Much love back to you, man. And thank you for the couple of coffees. And I know, I did, guys. For those of you just tuned in, I just put up a video just a few hours ago. So make sure you catch that. I talk in depth about Sasha returning too soon. I talk in depth about the screw job on Mickie James. Among other things, we talk about Lana. She's not happy on social media. She says there's bullies and meanies. We talk all that. I just put that video out a few hours ago, so make sure you check that out before AEW and NXT hit the airwaves tonight. But I had some time. I originally only allotted a half an hour. It looks like we're going a fucking hour on this live stream. But once you put a coffee in my hand and we're talking pro wrestling, baby, we're going red team, go! You know how we rock. So, if I say a half an hour, be prepared for an hour. Sorry, Chauncey. Hopefully you catch that video I put up a few hours ago in its entirety, because it's a kick-ass one. Thank you for the couple coffees, my friend. Novaz, $1.99. I appreciate it, my friend. Can't wait for a fatal 45-way for the women's. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Or maybe you want to be kidding, but there's gonna come a day where we reach a fatal 45-way. You will have everybody on the roster, Raw and SmackDown. You will have everybody in NXT. Everybody from the former Evolve. You will have castaways from the local bingo hall. And you will get, my friends, you will get a fatal 45-way, because Vince loves thrusting everybody together. It takes less energy and less creativity to just throw people into the ring and have a #1 contenders match or for the championship. That way, you don't have to take the time, the energy, and use the resources to build up superstars. You fucking idiot. You dumb smuck. Fucking morons. Take the time. Novaz, thank you again, my friend. $1.99 spot, thank you. And as much as we're kidding, Novaz, we're just waiting, all of us, for that fatal 45-way. Pedro, 5 spot, you rock. I honestly believe rebuilding wrestling to its glory during the Monday Night Wars wouldn't take long with the resources they have. Yes, I agree, Pedro, but you have to. You have to want it. Vince doesn't want it. Pedro, another 5 spot, says, I believe if you made being a champion matter again and made Fallout and go-home shows feel different, people would come back. You have to care. It goes what you just said. You have to care to do such. If you don't want that, then nobody's going to be built up. So, case in point, being champion matter again. When you have, Pedro, when you have champions, because you're exact, I know what you're saying, but to everybody else viewing, this is why I absolutely agree. When you have your champions losing every other match, they don't feel like champions. And when you have #1 contenders become a #1 contender because they were in a fatal 4-way or a battle royal, when you have people like Tamina Snuka vying for a #1 contenders match when Tamina only has 3 matches a year, people are gonna say bullshit. They're gonna call out bullshit. It's what they're gonna do. And I don't blame them for doing such. Pedro, 5 again, man. Pedro's doing 2 weeks of coffee. I'd make my product about what's going on in my company, not what's happening anywhere else. Make it about personality and great wrestling, which is what AEW, Pedro, wanted to start at. But then they started to focus too much on WWE. And now you hear in all their interviews, they're constantly talking about WWE. But yeah, absolutely agree. Derek Davis, a 1 spot. Thank you, Derek, for supporting the channel, man. Means a lot. Guys, if I missed any fucking supers, guys, all apologies. It's going fast. I don't have it on slow-mo. 200 of you guys strong up here on a fucking awkward middle of the day or evening stream. You guys rock, man. You guys are absolutely awesome. Make sure, if you want, smash the like button. It really helps out, dude. I don't like pandering that, but I'm told that I have to remind people to do such. So. Chanel Wells, what's up? Hey, BC, long time. I miss Cheesehead Charlie. 45 ways crack me up. Chanel, good to hear from you. I'm glad you caught the stream, Chanel. Yeah. Cheesehead Charlie, let me out of here. I'm in the bathroom. What the fuck? Somebody help. I'm trapped in the bathroom. I miss Cheesehead, man. We're going to locate him. All right. What's up, guys? Man, we're going toward now. I do have things to do, and I know you guys, man. What are we? 6 o'clock East Coast time. You guys only have a couple hours before AEW and NXT. So I want to let you guys go, man. Mr. Black Ice 22, 5 spot. Creamer for your coffee, BC. I appreciate that. That's badass. I will too. That'll be for my Keurig machine. Hey, the Intercontinental Belt lost its meaning far as star climbing the top spot ladder. Tag teams need to improve. IJS. Yeah, the Intercontinental Belt, you could say the same with the U.S., even though I would agree with you. I think the U.S. at times has been even more significant. The IC title, when you look at everybody who has held that the last several years in their win-loss column and all that's gone into it or not gone into it, Mr. Black Ice, that IC title is a non-factor. You right now, Mr. Black Ice, or me, or anybody listening to this, you can buy a championship on WWEshop.com and you would be a more significant title holder than the actual title holders these days. And yeah, the tag team division non-existent. Thank you for the coffee. Or the creamer, Mr. Black Ice. Pedro, another 5 spot. Easily 2 weeks of coffees. Detailed storylines, real emotion, real investment, and allowing superstars to elevate organically. Continuity and consistency. You know it, Pedro. You got a good mind for it. Take all of what you're saying straight to Stamford, Connecticut. Get your ass in there and start putting on better shows for us, Pedro. Sounds good. Chauncey Tipton, $4.99 coffee. Thank you, my friend. Let's keep in mind that at WrestleMania 33, we had the Vicky Guerrero Invitational that was 14 divas for the championship, and AJ was champ. Case in point, Chauncey just mic dropped right there, man. Exactly. Chauncey, thank you for support, my friend. Brandon Peterson, I think a 5 spot coffee. Thank you, Brandon. I think a tag team should have to tag together for 6 months before they even get a shot at the tag titles. Brandon, I'm with you. If I worked under you, Brandon, if I was watching your product, Brandon, just like Pedro's ideas, man, I would utilize that. You have to be a formidable tag team. I don't want to see 2 singles dudes, just because you had nothing for them, thrusted into a tag team situation. Nah, brah, the Ant-Man, he's all set. You need to be a tag team. Old School, Heart Foundation, Rockers, Harlem Heat, Demolition, Legion of Doom Road Warriors. Need I go on? The War Machine. Even though they ruined them. FTR. I need to feel that you're a tag team because you just are. Undisputed, we'll check you, my friend. Thank you for tuning into most of this stream. Again, guys, if I missed any supers, all apologies. We got to end it, though. We are hitting an hour, guys. Enjoy AEW and NXT tonight, absolutely. I got some things to do before I catch both. Thank you to everybody. Again, I want to thank all my supers real quick. Apologize if I say your name a couple of times. Some of you guys contributed many coffees, man. Pumbaa the Pig, Easy Does It, Danny Green, Venus Soldier, Pedro, JP5150, Undisputed Era, SoundCloud, Maximus, Koichi Saito, William F. Did I say Undisputed? There you are again. Anise. Again, I said Pedro and Pumbaa. Who else, man? I got Anise. Ashley Steggles, Chauncey, Novaz, Derek, Mr. Black Ice 22. I said Chauncey Tipton, right? Yeah. Brandon Peterson. Dude, all of you guys, man. Just want to thank you again because you guys are the MVP stars, man. And you guys absolutely rock. Pedro, last minute came in with another coffee. Also, if I had a championship matches on free TV, they'd be commercial free, so it would give it the essence that it matters. Yep, and to piggy bank off that, Pedro, they already started doing shit like that with and even if the network tells them they need an ad, they have the picture-in-picture. So you're exactly correct. You could front gate your commercials, and then in the matches that really matter, like title matches, you could go commercial free. So it's not like that can't be done. Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it. You guys absolutely rock. We will check you. Oh, you guys already started saying check you. So I missed a lot of you guys. Warrior Nation, Mr. Black Ice, Martin Ryan Empire, James Bolt, Chanel Wells, Santivia Major, much love. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for checking it out. Kobe Talks Wrestling. Check you later. KC Canada, wrestling is fantastic. Donnell Mason, Derek Rose, JR9 Gaming, Blueprint Nation, Brian Ernie, Franklin, Cornelius, Anise, Brian, Pete. Passing out over here, man. Koichi, Adnan. All you guys, it's going so fast. It's going fast, guys. I don't have it on slow, but all you SOS. If Jennifer Pierce was here, if Carlos was here, I didn't see you guys, but just in case. Laura, Vicky, I didn't see Vicky. I didn't see Caitlin. Or I did see Caitlin maybe earlier. I wasn't able to shout out. Or yes, I did. I did shout out Caitlin. Well, either way, Vicky, Caitlin, all my tried and true, man. JP5150, peace out to you. Alex, later to you, my friend. Be careful, cuzzo. You know it, Mr. Black Ice. Well, be careful. We're going to whoop that ass. You know, Mr. Black Ice. We're going to whoop that ass. Keep up the energy, Casey. You know it. Darren, later, my friend. Brandon McCrae. Okay, everybody got. Oh, who's that? Pimp Jesus. All right, much love. All right, I'll be here an hour saying bye to everybody. Everybody I missed. The thing's going too fast. The Ant-Man needs another coffee. Enjoy AEW and NXT tonight, guys. Seriously. Hopefully they put together great shows, and hopefully, if all goes right, I will be with you guys tomorrow to go over both shows. To all my supers out there, that VIPs that hook the Amplified Man up with some coffee, you guys absolutely rock. Thank you. Pete, Blueprint, check you. Everybody, much love. All right, I gotta go get coffee and whoop ass, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for AEW and NXT. Again, 2 announcements, guys, that William Regal is teasing tonight. We don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe one of them is what I already announced. There's gonna be a takeover October 4th. Who knows? Maybe I just fucking spoiled that shit. What the fuck you want from me? Much love, guys. We'll check you.